Hello, John here from Thread Curve. So in this video, we are going to do something pretty fun. And this is something you can do with your own selfies for every season or whatever event. So this is our before, okay? We're gonna do it before. We're gonna start just plain clothed woman. I asked AI created this, not a real person, a 46-year-old woman, plainly dressed. And what we want to do is this. I did, now I'm in ChatGPT, and you can do all of this yourself in ChatGPT. If you're using the free version, you might run into some limits per day on images. And if you are really into fashion and enjoy doing this, just upgrade for 20 bucks a month, and you can like basically customize your own wardrobe. So anyways, here's my opening thing, is we basically want to do 25 makeovers for this particular woman, 46 years old, for trending for fall 2026. Please research everything online and figure out what's best and give us prompts. Okay, so it's a two-step process. First, I asked, write prompts to create the actual makeovers or the afters. Okay, so that's what we did. So it did do that. It gave me a whole bunch of stuff there. Here's the prompts. So these prompts, take these and then we dump them into AI and it'll actually create the look we're doing. I find it's better to do it in two steps, get the prompts first and then do the images. If you're winging it image to image to image, that's totally cool. I wanted to do 25 right out of the gates, and so that's what I did. So we've got all that document. I went through all that, and we're gonna go through each one here one at a time. So here's the first one. And this was, you can see these prompts are fairly long, okay? And this is the outfit that materialized. So this apparently is trending for fall. And it did a little bit of a write-up here for me. You can pause the video and read that. The next ones I did in bullet points, so they'll be easier to scan. So we got number 2 here. Again, a fairly long prompt, and we're going with leather. And I think the bullet points here, you know, burgundy is a defining color. Leather outerwear is huge. Leather and fluid skirts is in. Satin, cream, and burgundy, and for 45 plus. So that, in a nutshell, is one approach to fall 2026. Let's go to number 3. Here we go. A little more casual. We got plaid. So there we go. I'll just pause here. You take a quick look, get a sense of it. So I create these. These are what I call my mood board images, and we do quite a bit of these on ThreadCurve as well. Please keep in mind, I'm not the fashion or style expert here. I'm essentially just providing here what AI would provide. Erica, who is the main writer and editor, she's more into the whole fashion side of things. I just do the tech. So because this is all tech, this is what I'm doing. I'm showing you how you can basically curate your own wardrobe. And these are the 5 bullet points. Plaid, relaxed tailoring over stiff, dark polished denim. Well, that's interesting. Okay, didn't know that was huge. Heritage and modern. Okay, that's, I don't even know what that means, but anyways, that's what AI said. Maybe you know what that means. Here we go. Here's another look. I like this look. This is kind of like a timeless look, but whatever. Probably working for fall 2026. Fair Isle is major fall 2026 comeback. Heritage dressing is modernized. Well, we already read that, so we're getting regurgitated concept, which is interesting. At least AI is being consistent in terms of what's, and that's sourced by Vogue. So it is sourcing it from relevant publications. Chocolate and burgundy, again, we see that suede and over. You're going to see a lot of chocolate throughout here, so it is being consistent. Next one here. Going all burgundy. Yeah, we've read a lot about burgundy. Merlot burgundy, head to toe tonal, so monochrome. I'm a big fan of monochrome. I guess I'm glad to see that that's going to be trending in fall. Long statement coats. Interesting. That's new. I like it. Croc embossed bags, wide leg tailoring. Okay, yeah, I know wide leg tailoring. Okay, next one. Here we go. Definitely seeing sort of a consistent sort of style here. Basically, also, you'll notice that a lot of these are a little bit on the more, I don't want to say formal, but you know, we don't have a bunch of athletic wear or anything like that. And I didn't really direct the prompt to say lean toward one particular, you know, more casual, more formal. I just said trending outfits. So we got equestrian is back. All right. Funnel neck jackets. All right. Just taking a look at riding boots, silk scarves, and heritage pieces. Okay, so we're seeing some repeat themes, which is good, because if you're asking AI for trending ideas for your closet, you want to make sure it's just not being random or hallucinating or coming up with nonsense. You want it to be coming up with legit, actual trending looks for fall or for whatever season. Here, next up here, we're getting a little bit more formal, and we got lace. Okay, well, that's the first time we saw lace. Romance and menswear. Okay, interesting. Oversized blazer. Let's see. Yes, it's, what is that? Circa 1980s. Here we go. We're seeing this again. And the 90s undertone. Okay, well, I suggested 80s. Maybe it's the 90s. All right, next up. A little bit more casual there. Utility jackets. All right, another type of jacket. Army green. Okay, first time we're seeing that. Utility and luxury. That is an interesting contrast. I actually think that is a really cool look, by the way. And I'm not much of a fashion expert, but I do like it. Wide leg, yeah, we've seen that already. Scarves. Okay, so scarves are a hit this year. Next up, all right, we've got the long coat again. Purple. All right, well, we're getting lots of different purples. Clearly, the color scheme is leaning toward bold and dark, though, are the main color schemes here. So you think AI could probably sum that up. Plum, yeah, that's fairly darkish. Statement coats back there. Black makes the purple look sophisticated, I guess. And the bag, not sure what to say about that. Structured top handles and croc embossing. Okay, next up. Yeah, I'm not into this. This is not a particularly good prompt. I particularly like it when AI doesn't put the arm through the arm. Does that a lot, actually. I don't know why. Usually I'd say don't do it, but because I'm showing you what AI does, I'm not going to go and edit it. I did redo it. I did this one a little while ago. See, I don't like it. Put the arm through the blazer. Looks much better. All right. Still don't care for the dress, but whatever. Night bloom florals. Okay, that's interesting. Harper's Bazaar. Moody florals. Okay, so florals are in, I guess, on the darker side of things. Romantic dressing, we've seen that. Blazer, again, we've seen that. Next up. Well, this is different. We're talking much baggier. Curious as to what is going on here. Gray. So gray is in now. I'm starting to question a little bit about how accurate all these trending I guess there's a lot of different sources out there, and everybody likes to weigh in on what's trending, and AI is just picking up. You got to remember, AI just basically researches from the web. It doesn't have an opinion. It just collects information. So that's what we're basing on. Monochrome, we've seen that before. Yes. A, I'm a fan. B, I think it's kind of a timeless look, but maybe it is actually trending this fall. Relaxed tailoring. Okay, so that's the second time we've seen that, and we're definitely this outfit fits that. I personally think it's a little bit too relaxed, but whatever. Texture replaces loud color, and loafers and oversized totes. All right. Next one. This is prep. Okay. Well, that definitely qualifies. Layered shirting V-necks, pleated midi skirts, loafers, navy camel cognac. Yeah, the color scheme here is definitely veered from what we've been seeing so far. Next one, definitely casual. Going dark again. Dark denim is dominating. We've seen that before. Denim on denim. Yep, we're doing that. Defined waist jackets. That's first we're seeing that here. Wide legs, seen that already. Burgundy, seen that already before. So more patterns. Here we go. Capes are back. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Camel, an enduring, I think camel is timeless. Tall riding boots, trending again. Okay, well, we've seen that already. Silk scarves again. We're getting lots of repetition. Now, at this point, when you start doing this, you almost have to wonder if AI is actually truly sussed out what's truly trending coming up this fall, or is it just getting repetitive and kind of being lazy because I asked for 25 outfit ideas, which is quite a lot to generate in one go. Here we go. This is a little bit different. I wonder what it has to say about the blue. Chocolate brown, we've seen that. Powder blue is a surprise pairing, and it is, and I don't think it works that great, but maybe you do. It is definitely a contrast. Unexpected color combinations are trending. Well, that's different than what we've seen. Crop leather bag, wide leg trousers. That's consistent. Oh, here we are, number 17. Should have put the numbers in more of them. Definitely cashing down here, almost into athletic wear. Sporty meets tailored. Okay, well, that's that. Track jackets. Well, there's lots of different jackets coming in this fall. Sneakers and tailoring. Okay, that's been around for a little bit. Burgundy, again, we've seen that. Here we go. Oh yeah, see, arm out of the blazer. I didn't correct this one. It's out on both sides. It's ridiculous. I don't know why. If when you play around with AI doing your own stuff, you're going to see that over and over. Notice big shoulders there. Let's see, statement skirts. Oh, that's one. So that's a first there. Metallic bronze. That's new. Oh yeah, yeah. That's like circa 80s, 90s. We've seen that already. Restrained styling. Not sure what that really means. Sometimes AI uses word salad, make it sound like it knows what it's talking about. When you really think about it, you're like, what exactly does that mean? I do that all the time with AI because it can be vague and abstract. Here we go. We got that statement coat. This time it's leather, long leather coats. I think this is, I think long coats is the more apt trend right now for fall. Espresso brown, there we go. Chocolate brown, espresso brown, dark indigo denim. Yes, seen that. Oversized back. Yes, silk scarves. This is definitely falling in line with what we're seeing. And here we go. This is a little bit formal. Romantic dressing. We've seen that. So yeah, I would say this falls under romantic dressing. It's interesting that that's going to be a trend. Waistcoats. All right, that's interesting. That kind of falls in line with what was above that. People were there were some looks about dressing with a masculine look for women. I guess this would fall in there. Velvet, new. Wide leg, seen that. Vintage jewelry. We've not seen that. Here we go. This is not something I think would be restricted to 2026 at all. Ladylike dressing. Okay, that's very AI. Not really sure what that means. Waist definition, we've seen that. Cream on cream. Okay, on the monochrome side, yes, but it's not in the darkish realm where we've been, but we do have the burgundy coming in, and we've got this again. Okay, well, and we've seen this over and over. So if you want a Christmas jewelry, there you go. Make your request. Next up, interesting pairing here. Leather with long skirt. Leather bombers. Okay, we've seen that before. Hard and soft. Don't even know what that means. Contrast with fluids. Okay, well, we've seen satin. We've seen leather. Putting them together. Olive. Okay, first we've seen that. Long fluid skirts, kind of all over the map in the skirt department, so not really sure you can say any particular one is trending. Oversized totes, we've seen that before. Here we go for another one. We're getting toward the end here, folks. Scarves. Yeah, we've seen scarves. Suede, I think that was mentioned. Camel and chocolate, there we go. Camel and chocolate's a good match. Burgundy. Yeah, seen that. And so these are our trends. Oh, we got one more. There's that long coat again. All dark colors. This is definitely in line with what we've seen. Chocolate merlot, wide legs, silk scarves, texture. Vintage. All right, we're a little bit new there, but vintage is coming. People always seem to like vintage. So next what I want to do is that's it. That's the 25 trends. All right, now this is not the only outfits that you can buy. I'm just saying this is what AI told me, and I think it's pretty useful. I think it's helpful from the perspective that we're seeing enough repetition throughout here that it gives you actually some ideas on how to assemble a fall wardrobe for 2026. So what I want to do next is, okay, give me 10 bullet points summarizing key fashion trends for woman 45 plus this fall. Let's see what it does. So this is hopefully going to summarize all of the above. And yes, we're not surprised by this. We're not surprised that tailoring is softer, more fluid. Heritage dressing is back. Grown-up femininity, texture, outerwear is becoming the outfit. Yes, we've seen that. Accessories, this is dumb. Isn't that always the case? Unexpected combinations. Yeah, there were a few there. I'm not sure that is really an overarching theme. The overall mood is sophisticated rather than youthful. I would definitely agree with that, and that's definitely a look. So there you have it, folks. That's 25 trending looks that AI suggested based on a AI created woman. Thanks for watching.